What's up, everybody? On today's video, we're going to be looking at cheap rural land. Where can you find cheap rural land where you can build a palace for really affordable? Well, I saved a few things for you guys, and we're going to look at the stuff that I've saved for you guys. A lot of it's in Alabama. A lot of it is in Arkansas. So I hope you guys are ready for this video. And I do have a few things saved in Florida too, so all over the place. So we're going to be looking at cheap lots. There's a few houses I've saved as well, but today we're looking at the land. I see a lot of stuff that I've been saving has been moving. For example, this is a cheap lot in Williston, Florida. I would have personally bought this lot if I had $4,000 laying around to invest. This is in Williston, Florida. Williston is in the Ocala area. Ocala. Williston is a rural area just outside of Ocala. It's a nice country area. The town has the basic stuff, and then way out here in the woods, you got Williston Highlands, and it's probably where this property is located, in that vicinity. It's a small lot, but hey, $4,000. What is $4,000? It's practically nothing. It is on a dirt road, but it's not too far from a main road. You got beautiful pine trees and palm trees. Really good deal right here. So that's the first lot I want to show you guys in Williston area. It's an area where you can really find affordable stuff. Close this one right here. Let's get back over here. Let's keep looking to see if there's any more lots. We're looking for land today. Now, I've saved a lot of houses. Most of the ones that I saved in Florida are already contingent. It means pretty much a lot of the stuff's been selling. I'm surprised that some of these high-dollar houses in Florida haven't been selling. The affordable ones in Florida have been flying. Some of the more high-end stuff in Florida just isn't moving right now from the ones I've saved. Surprisingly, you'd think somebody would be buying them. So here's an interesting one. That's not a lot though. Oh, here's one right here, guys. Now this one is in Deatsville. I live in this area. This is a very nice country area. Great little area. I actually did a video in this community. It's a really nice subdivision. I'm sure here you're gonna have some type of building requirements from the community. That's just gonna let you put up a trailer in here. I'm pretty sure you're gonna have to put in a new house. It's gonna have to probably match the accepted neighborhood. You're not gonna just be able to pop any little house in there. I think it's in a subdivision, so you might have some requirements, but you're getting 3 acres for $55,000 in a subdivision, so you're not going to have like a trailer pop up next door or nothing like that. That's not bad at all. And keep in mind, there's no association of any of these properties. I'm not a realtor, not associated with these people. I'm just looking at what's on the market. This one's in Clanton. Now, Clanton, it's just to the north of the Montgomery area. It's not exactly anywhere, but it's close to Birmingham, and it's close to Montgomery. So within less than an hour, you can be in Birmingham or Montgomery. But within the immediate area, there's not much. Except for Clanton, they have 2 jacks. You'd think one would be enough. There's 2 of them. But this plot of land here, it's in a really interesting spot. Now, as a downside, it looks like it's very hilly up and down terrain. So a very small percentage of this property is going to be actually useful. The whole thing's not going to be useful. But it is in a really unique spot. A really unique immediate area. So here's Clanton, and they have a truck stop, a few restaurants. The town of Clanton's pretty disappointing. I thought it'd be a great, amazing town just because of where it's located. It's located between Montgomery and Birmingham, so I figured because it's conveniently located between 2 metropolitan areas that it would be an amazing town, but somehow it's not. But they do have a Whataburger, and they have 2 jacks, and they got some barbecue places. Well, there is great fishing. Mitchell Lake is home to a giant bass tournament every year, so it's not a completely obsolete area. Well, what is interesting about this property is where it's located is next to this really interesting creek. And this creek has this old bridge. I got to get out there and check this area out. This looks amazing. You got this like really old bridge with a creek. And I think this is like an event center or something, I believe. There's actually like a little dam back here. So it's actually a really, really interesting area. Whatever this thing is interesting. I don't know if this is like an event center. Let's click on it. It's called Yellow Leaf Creek Mill. It's a wedding venue, so you can rent it out. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's a venue you can rent out for weddings. I mean, sure enough, beautiful. I mean, for weddings or for whatever. But anyways, nonetheless, beautiful little setting. And I mean, looks like it's right on the water. Let's see. I don't know which side of it. Is it across from it? Let's see what the survey says here. I guess you own. I don't know if you own both sides. Where's that creek at? Yeah, it looks like you're right. Man, I know how to read this. I just can't zoom in enough to get a close look. Well, either way, it's close to that. You can figure it out yourself. You can't zoom in enough to look at it, but either way, it's a good chunk of land. I mean, it's almost 5 acres. It's a good chunk of land. The price is unbeatable, and again, it's kind of hilly, so you might be able to pop a trailer in there somewhere, at best. Anyways, that's not bad. I mean, you're looking at 5 acres for $40,000 in a really unique area. As far as natural beauty. You're on a creek, I mean, way out secluded. And you're not too far from, you can run back over to 65 and be in Montgomery. And actually, this intersection, there's a GMC, there's a Toyota and a Nissan. And I've always wondered, wow, that's a lot of investment. And you are between two large metropolitan areas. I just don't know why the town of Clanton seems kind of like there ain't much going on there. But anyways, interesting little piece of property, and I hope that the extra information I'm giving you about this property can kind of give you a good idea. Now, usually I do these types of videos on live streams, but live streams just don't get as much views as actual videos, and also I'm susceptible to dropping the signal and then the video not coming across, so I'm going to do it this way. This is in Titus, Alabama. 3.5 acres. Kind of pricey for this area. So let's see what this property has to offer. Looks like there's a lot of beautiful natural setting. I think it's on Lake Jordan. Yeah, it's on Lake Jordan. So being on Lake Jordan, the price is gonna be at a premium. Being on Lake Jordan, I'll show you guys where this is. That's a lot of money for this area, and it kind of isn't for Lake Jordan. But for the area of Titus, it kind of is. It's kind of complicated. But it's at a dead end. There's the Coosa River, which is Lake Jordan. And basically from here, I'm going to run back over to Wetumpka. That's going to be your nearest town. From Wetumpka, you can run back over to Montgomery. So it's not a completely... I mean, immediately there's nothing out there, but, if you needed to get somewhere, you could get somewhere within a 35, 40-minute drive or something like that. But that's where it's located, on the Coosa River, Lake Jordan. Really nice little cabins all through here. Very southern region. So, just so you know, you might want to check with your neighbors, make sure you're cool with that. It's a very southern area. A lot of times, just to be frank and honest, if you're not a southerner person, if you're from up north, this area could be a little hostile to you. Maybe not. Maybe your neighbors are cool. It depends on the people. But I would check with this area. I would check and make sure that you're welcome. I couldn't be any more honest. But a great little area of natural beauty. Very friendly people for the most part. I've met a lot of people in Wetumpka. I really like Wetumpka. I'm actually thinking eventually to move to Wetumpka. I just like the town that much. So great people all up in here. The further out you go, the more country it gets, basically. Um, anyways, not a bad idea just to keep that in the back of your mind. If you're moving from a southern state, you'll probably be all right there. I'm gonna skip on this lot. This one's in Bokeelia. Now, Bokeelia is kind of an interesting spot because um, it's not really. It's an island. As you can see, it's an island, but it's not exactly like the type of island. It's not the Turks and Caicos, basically. There is no beaches around it. Now, Captiva and Sanibel are amazing beaches, but they're on a different island. You have to drive around a ridiculously long area to get over there. So it's an island in the backwaters of the Gulf of Mexico. So it's not, and it's so mostly agriculture. So you're not gonna be able to. It's not gonna turn into Naples or Cape Coral. It's gonna stay kind of country because of the zoning. So. If you're looking for having your own little tropical mango garden, this would be the place to do it. $15,000 for almost half an acre. You can see that this area, if you want to plant your mangoes, or if you're not gonna have to clear a lot. But if you want to plant some mangoes and bananas, just have your own tropical little paradise. I'm sure you could build a house on this lot. I don't know what it would cost to get utilities put out there. I'm sure the impact fees could be ridiculous being in Lee County. But anyways, just something for you to look into. If you're looking to get a little piece of land and put some mango trees up, it's a good sized lot. It's not bad at all. But keep in mind that it is in Lee County, but it's also in Bokeelia, which is on agriculture. So it's a very interesting. You might want to look into the specifics of this property, but not bad at all. I mean, there could be a potential for profit on that land right there. Who knows? There's definitely nothing affordable in Southwest Florida. So this property does have a lot going for it, being that it's in Southwest Florida, an area that's not affordable at all. So that's a good price point. All right, let's keep it moving here. Now this one's also in Bokeelia, but again, I don't know what the specifics are about this property. Because you're on the water, but these are mangroves, and you're not allowed to knock down mangroves. I mean, and even building a walk path between the mangroves, you may not even be allowed to make a walking path through there. I mean, they're that sensitive. You may not even be allowed. Like, you can own that land, but you can't really do anything with it, probably. So that's something you would have to be very careful of. It does have Australian pine trees, out of all things, the most horrendous plant there is on the earth. So you got mangroves, which you're probably not allowed to remove easily without permits and extensive. Who knows? I'm just giving you guys a general idea. Don't take anything that I say as factual. Take it as opinion. But anyways, mangroves and Australian pine trees. So horrible combination of plants on that property. Not sure what you can do on it, but it is a big piece of land. I'm sure you'd have to find out what you are allowed to do, and I'm going to guess that probably the front half of the property is usable, and the back half is just a buffer zone between you and the water. I don't know. But anyways, interesting that it's 8 acres for $150,000. And again, I don't know what the building regulations are going to be on that property, so you'd have to look into that. Very interesting scenario. Let's keep it moving here. This one's in Arkansas. Now, I've never been to Arkansas. Have I ever been there? I don't think I have. I've never been to Arkansas, and I might go there soon. I'm just waiting for a big check so I can go explore Arkansas. If I get a big check, I'll be out there soon. I'm dying to explore Arkansas. I'll show you guys real quick this region where we're at. Now, for $55,000 with a view like this. Now, again, I don't know anything about Arkansas. I don't know about their building codes. I don't know about their regulations. I don't know about the people. I don't know anything about Arkansas. Other than I saw a music video called We're From Arkansas. And, well, that's probably not the one you want to watch. Anyways, I mean, it's overlooking this lake. And the closest town... Oh, Little Goat Island. I'm going to guess there's goats on that island. Yeah, there probably are. You can probably see... Oh, there are. You can see them. I'm sure those are goats there. That's not. Are they rocks or are they goats? I don't know. Either way, I'm sure there's goats on this island. That's why it's called a little. There's a little boat right there. I wonder if I can see the. Anyways, let's not get carried away. I'm sure there's goats on. There we go. That's probably a goat. So there's probably goats on this island. Okay. Anyways, it's on a body of water called the Devil's Fork. I guess it's called Devil's Fork, and this region, Greens Ferry Lake, and there's Herbert Springs, which looks like a nice little town. Actually, looks like a nice little town. I'm not impressed by the housing. I mean, it looks like there's a lot of poor people here, mobile homes and public housing and all the stuff you'd expect in the South. So it's not a majestic town, but the town center is fairly, it's got a town center of some sort. It doesn't look like there's a lot going on in the city, kind of a little disappointing actually. Looks a little run down, but it's Arkansas. It's not Manhattan, But that's pretty much what's in this area. And there are some lakes, and there are some mountain backdrops. So it's got stuff going for it. It's got a Walmart, Pizza Hut, and there are on this side of town over here. There are some newer stuff like a church and a newer looking school and some corporations and newer looking buildings on this side of town. So there are some new things going in, and there are nice houses on the north side of town, right on the water. These houses here look decent, So it's kind of a toss up, It's not great, it's not horrible. It's just a little town in Arkansas. I'll show you guys what the nicer houses and neighborhoods look like. Street View Truck hasn't been here in a while, but anyways, that's just to give you a quick general. Looks like a nice lake. I mean, a big inland lake with nice little communities up and down it. No idea what it's actually like out there. Some of these little areas are amazing. Others could be strongholds of local people who are very hostile to outsiders. So I couldn't speak for the people of this vicinity. I'd have to go there and meet them. They could be amazing. It could be horrible. Who knows? There are lots of little houses out in the woods, but again, you don't know how welcoming the people are to outsiders if you're moving in. So I can't really speak on that because I don't know. But anyways, here's what you get for your money. And I wouldn't let that discourage me because I'm a Cuban in Alabama. And if you got a problem with being a Cuban, you know what I'm talking about? I don't care what you think about me. You don't pay my bills, so I don't really care. But a lot of people are sensitive. They have to live within their own community. Okay, whatever. Let's get off these topics. But you do have to consider that when you're moving. But anyways, unless you're just buying it as an investment, in which case, who cares? 55,000. 55,000. Yeah, 55,000. I don't know why that sounded like a lot when I said it. I don't know why, because I don't have it. I was like, 55,000. It's not a lot, but it is when you're broke. All right. 55,000. There it is. I mean, it's got an incredible view. There it is. It's been in the market for a while. 68 days. That's a nice view. And the property looks like it's already been cleared. That's always a plus. So, all right. Let's keep looking at what else. Now, this one's interesting. This one's got a lot going for it right here. This one's also in Arkansas. In Herbert Springs, Arkansas. Almost 6 acres and a very interesting view of half a mountain, I guess. I don't know if this is human-made or if it's natural, but I will say this, that's beautiful. That is just gorgeous. You have this cliff face. The road's paved. That's always a good thing. Looks like it's got some nice big trees. Yeah, this property is amazing. I mean, wow. Yeah. Now, I don't know if you're allowed to build on this property or not. I don't know if there's environmental stuff going on. I don't know anything about the laws. That's something you'd have to find out yourself. But overall, the price is not bad. I mean, again, back to the same area. It's on a little lake, just near the river too. So, Little Red River. So, it's called Wildflower. Wildflower. There's a resort there. Cool. So maybe you could stay in this resort or retreat while you build your house. Not bad at all to have this nearby while you're building your house. Anyways, that's that. Let's keep it moving and look at some more land that I've saved. This one's interesting just for the price of it. It's on Stacy Springs Road. It's 3/4 of an acre. $34,000 is not a lot of money. And it's got some beautiful big trees. Looks like it's already been cleared. And I guess you could clear a little bit more and get a better view. I mean, you could clear the back out unless you wanted privacy. I would clear these trees just to get a better view of the water and stuff down there. But anyways, there it is. Nice chunk of land with an incredible view and an incredible price in Arkansas. And I also saved this one. This will be the last one we're going to be looking at today. $100,000 for 2 acres on that same river. Looks like it's a fast-moving river. Big pine trees, nice views. Looks like the current really kicks through that river. But yeah, that's some sheep land with incredible views in Arkansas. Arkansas is a beautiful state, just like Alabama. I don't know what's going on there right now as far as the people. I mean, some places in the South have stayed in the South. Other places like Kentucky, I was recently in Kentucky, and I couldn't believe how much Kentucky's progressed in the right direction, except for the city of Louisville. The city of Louisville's kind of gone in the wrong direction, but a lot of the rural areas in Kentucky have really made some progress for the better. So we might be able to start looking in Kentucky, and I mean, look at these places. This is the Cumberland River. It's incredible. I mean, you can just zoom into these places and be like, wow. You know, I don't know what's out there, but we could look real quick. Let's see here. Cumberland City. Let's find a big city here. The thing about Kentucky is there might not be a gas station for 50 miles. Here's a town. It's called Monticello. Let's see if the town looks neat. Okay, we're exploring together. It looks alright. Let's see here. Okay, looks like a little town. It is Kentucky, so it could be Kentucky, or it could be better. It's like I said, seems like I couldn't believe how much Kentucky's progressed. But let's see what's out in this area, Monticello. We'll explore this area together, and then we'll call this video a day. Make sure you subscribe if you're not subscribed for some interesting videos. We do a lot of real estate. We do a lot of tours of areas. We explore a lot, and sometimes you guys get to explore with us. So. Looks very affordable, but Kentucky prices aren't always affordable. Here's a new construction for $100,000. No way. $100,000. That is affordable. I hate when they do this. They're trying to schedule a tour. That's nice for $100,000. They already have a fire pit in the back that's already been used. All right. That's cool. Really, $100,000 for a new house in Kentucky? Oh man, let's see what the inside looks like. It looks like it's got a mountain view. It's only half an acre. I love the vinyl and metal color combination. Looks like they did the roof really well. They did the deck really well. It looks really well built. Oh man, I might be moving to Kentucky here. It's brand new. I mean, you can't go wrong. Ooh, that's pretty. Now they still haven't put the floors in. It may be half unfinished, but they did use wood, which is expensive. You got to see the build quality. Ooh, it has like a little, you know. It's gonna need some floors put in. There it is. Maybe they are gonna put it in. There's the floors right there. Crap! If they put the floors in, it's ready to go, man. Okay, the fact that I took pictures of it kind of makes me think they're not going to put it in. No cabinets in the kitchen. The bathroom's finished. You still need appliances. Appliances are not cheap. You'll spend $7,000 or $8,000. See, that's where you start to, you know, you got to put a floor. You don't have appliances. Appliances will easily run you $7,000 to $8,000. So that's another $7,000. At least it's got a water heater. That's another $7,000 or $8,000 you got to add to the property. A few $1,000s to have somebody install the floors for you. Why is that wet already? See the floor's wet there? There may already be some issues with that. So they didn't build it the right way. A lot of these rural areas don't have a lot of building codes, so who knows how they built it. Who knows, really? You don't know. Is it a deal? Maybe. I mean, they used OSB on the floor, so it's going to be a wood floor frame. I don't know if it's worth it or not. Very interesting question. I mean, out in the country, somebody who knows how to build houses, they'll throw a house in. See, there's no building codes out there. You can just do things however you want. There's no cabinets. So, yeah, when you throw the cabinets, the appliances, and all the things that are missing, you're really at 140, 150 on this house, which is about what it would be worth. So, it looks like a deal, but it's not a deal unless you have cash money, in which case, if that's all you had and you wanted a house, then you could eventually put all the other things in. It's like entry level. Like, if you don't have, like, let's say you had $110,000 cash and you needed a house, then that was the only option you had in a circumstance like that, then definitely understand it. But let's look at some land. $200,000. Look at this. The other thing about Kentucky is, and the same thing in Alabama, you can buy a commercial building for like an incredibly affordable price. There seems like there's no photos here, but if I'm not mistaken, if it's what it shows here in the photo, a commercial lot, 3 acres. Not sure what's going on there. Okay, here's some land. Just to get rid of what we're looking at is land. This is inland. There's no lake or anything. But for $15,000, you get 5.5 acres. That's not bad at all. It looks pretty. It looks pretty. It doesn't look ugly. It's not incredible either, but not bad. You know, the thing is, it's Kentucky. And it's way out there, Kentucky. I guess nicer subdivision lots, even acre and a half, almost 2 acres is still 30,000. So, you know, not bad at all. It's a very affordable area. I figured it would be. So there are affordable areas in the South, Kentucky, Tennessee, Arkansas, Alabama, certainly. I don't know if Mississippi's got, you know, natural beauty areas like other. I know Alabama and Arkansas are downright beautiful. Here's Mississippi. This little town right here. It's about finding an area. I can already see mobile homes in the city. That's usually a bad sign for this area. When you look at these towns, if you're trying to find out if they're good, if you have mobile homes within city limits, it's probably not the nicest of towns. So that's probably one we want to pass on. Yeah, I don't think Mississippi is blessed with the natural beauty of Alabama and Arkansas. Arkansas's got a lot of natural beauty in all directions. I mean, you can just zoom into these places and boom, there you are on some beautiful, beautiful towns and hot springs, go figure, you know. Yeah, that's a popular place. I'll show you guys real quick. But anyways, there is natural beauty in a lot of southern states. And, you know, the temperature difference over Florida is only 20 degrees. I'll give you guys an example. It's going to get, and I'll show it to you guys before I let this. Home of the Hummer. All right, there's a Hummer there. The temperature difference is not as exaggerated as you would think. I'm going to show you guys real quick something here on the weather. Let me just make sure my recording device is still recording. Okay, we're still going good. Naples is 72. Millbrook is 54. So, I know I can do this, but I'm just going to do it with a calculator just so you guys can understand something. 72 minus 54 is 18-degree difference. So, there's only an 18-degree difference from way in South Florida to where I am in Alabama. And if you look at the 10-day forecast, when it gets down to, on Tuesday, it's going to get down, or Millbrook, or Naples. In Naples, it's going to get down to 43 on Tuesday, okay? That's a cold front coming through, right? It's going to get it down to 43 degrees on Tuesday in Naples, right? All right, remember that number, 43. When that cold front pushes through Millbrook, it's going to get us down to 26. So, 43 minus 26 is a 17-degree difference. That's not a whole lot. Okay, so between Naples and Alabama, you're at about a 20-degree difference. So when we get down in the 20s, Naples gets down in the 40s, which is the way at the bottom of Florida. So it's not like a ridiculous weather change. A lot of times people in Florida have the notion that, that weather outside of Florida is so ridiculous. It's not that ridiculous. Give me an idea. For the month of December, we're looking at 70s in Naples, which this is pleasant. This is all pleasant weather. And by the way, I don't remember Naples having weather this pleasant, so it's going to be an awfully cool winter, I think. But this is winter in Florida, 70s. And by the way, I don't ever remember all 70s. In the last few years, I think it's been like in the 80s in December, as far as I remember. But anyways, apparently it's in the 70s and 60s and 50s in December in Florida. So in South Florida, Naples. When you hop on over to Spring Hill, you lose about 10 degrees. Okay? So, North Florida, you lose 10 degrees. So, here, it's in the 60s. So, South Florida was like in the 70s. Here, it's in the mid 60s, 70s. It's up. It's back and forth for Spring Hill for the month of December. And when you hop over into Alabama, you're talking 50s, upper 50s, 60s. Just between the upper 50s and 60s. So it's about a 18 to 20 degree difference at most, which is not a whole lot. And then when you get to Louisville, Kentucky, it's about a 30 degree difference. Now that's a game changer. 30 degrees is a lot. So while we're going to be getting the 60s, 55 to 60s, which is very pleasant still for the warm part of the day, Louisville, Kentucky, you're in the 40s, which is cold. So these are all cold temperatures. So by the time you get to Louisville, Kentucky, it's too cold. But that's just a breakdown of weather. And, well, I hope you guys enjoyed our video about cheap rural land. Where can you buy it? And just explain to people in Florida that it's actually not that bad in Alabama. I know that sounds like a crazy theory to you. It's horrible. It's not. I mean, there's like a 10 degree difference between North Florida and Alabama. It's not a whole lot more. So now we're going to get into the 20s. So somebody in Florida, oh my gosh, it's going to get into the 20s. Yeah, even Naples, way at the bottom of Florida, so they get into the 40s. Wow, that's a lot of rain and wind. I hope we're not in the middle of a tornado. I'm going to let you guys go.